Hi there, just like to talk for a couple of minutes about results mapping and using an example here of a regional local government and how results mapping works and the value of it. So results mapping is developed by Stacey Barr, and it's from step 2 of PUMP, the performance measurement process. And step 2 is all about working out what to measure. What we do in step 2 then is we build a results map. And that results map is all about cause and effect. So each one of these things is a result or an outcome, and we build cause and effect through those layers of that map. And when we build that cause and effect, it allows us to get a better understanding of what is driving performance and therefore how we can start to influence and impact performance over time. So the way it works is we focus on teams that are doing stuff out in that white space, and their stuff, their activity that they focus on is then focused on what has an impact on the particular outcome. Those outcomes then flow through the results map, aligning to the results that come from vision, mission, and purpose. We build that framework, this framework of results that are based on cause and effect. And then when we get into step 3 of PUMP, we start looking at how we design and select meaningful performance measures for each one of those results. So therefore, when we've got this framework in place of results and also performance measures, what it does for us is it gives us this framework. It allows us to consider the result and the performance measure itself in the context of the organization, not in isolation of taking a KPI out and looking at it going, what is this thing doing? Because it's doing what it's doing in the context of those other results and those performance measures. So here is an example of a results map. This is a regional local government, and we worked with the team. It was the executive management team, a couple of members from that team, as well as a group of their management. We had about a dozen or 15 people across the organisation who came together to think about and then articulate what the results were that the organisation was about to achieve and what they were working towards. And this is their first draft of the results map. From there, what we did was we designed, so we prioritised about, I think it was 12 or 15 of these results. And from that, we put them through step 3 of PUMP. And through step 3 was that we came up with a name and a measure description for each one of these performance results. That means that we designed and selected high strength measures or meaningful measures for each one of those results. What we then did was we went and sought some feedback from the rest of the organisation that weren't involved in the development of those results and measures. So we held what we call a measure gallery, set it up. And in this one, this group decided to put up all of their butcher's paper that they had used to design and select those performance measures. It was a process. We then invited people in. We got the results map there. We had discussions then about the results. One of the things that the organisation was keen on doing was getting consensus about what the priority results were. So also attending this measure gallery were the elected members on the council themselves. So a mixture of council staff as well as then the elected members. Through this, we collected a tally of the prioritisation. And you might have noticed as we were doing this that each one of these results around here, from the blue and the green, through that, we were able to get a collective view of what the priorities were for the organisation, one of their key things that they were looking for. So from results mapping, this organisation got a clear view about what the outcomes were they were all working towards. They agreed on those outcomes, and then they agreed on the priorities. And from that, they were able to focus in on what were the key initiatives, projects, or actions that would have maximum impact to make progress towards their outcomes. What the teams did next was they went off and collaborated with the lower level teams, if you like, in the organisation to figure out what their performance measures were around each of those results. Anyway, I love results mapping. It's a great tool to get us all on one page and to visually see the whole, everything we're trying to achieve in the organisation on one page. And it means that teams can then align themselves the overall outcomes in the center of the map, which come from the purpose and vision of the organization. Anyway, I hope this has been of value, and thanks for watching.